is Caitlin with Christmas Light Contractors, and today we're going to be doing a complete install along my roof line, so I'm pretty excited. We're going to walk you through all the things that you're going to need to install lights on your home or your customers' homes. So to start off, you're going to need socket wire. We're using C9 socket wire, and the one that we have is 12-inch spacing, so that is the spacing between sockets. This one is a roll of 1,000 feet, but you can purchase it in different lengths, 500 feet, or we even have kits of only 100 feet. You're also going to need C9 LED bulbs. Right here is a case of 500 Sun1 White V2 LED bulbs. This is a very common and popular color. For my house, I'm going to be doing a unique pattern. I'm going to do alternating sun-warm white and cool white to give it a silver and gold look. You're also going to be needing clips to attach your lights to your roofs, your shingles, and your gutters. So we're going to be using the Finalizing enclosed clip. These come in bags of 100, and you can buy them in cases. So you'll just have to figure out how many feet of roof line that you need to install to determine how many you should buy. We also have for sale shingle tab clips. There's a lot of people that prefer these along their peaks because it changes the direction of how the bulb points out. So personally, we only use the enclosed clip, but these are available and an option if you'd like that look. Another thing that you're definitely going to need are male and female plugs. So these are the vampire plugs that allow you to custom cut your lights to whatever length you need. And it also allows you to make custom extension cords, which brings us to our last item that you're going to need is lamp wire. So this is great to connect. You'll see in certain parts where you need to connect like a peak or a gutter to another part of the roof. So now that you see everything that we need, we'll get started. All these items can be bought individually at ChristmasLightContractorsUSA.com, or you can purchase them in a starter pack. So we have different starter packs ranging from 1,000 feet to all the way down to 100 feet. So if you don't want to purchase all these individually and you just want to make sure you have everything you need for your install, the starter pack is for you. Alright, so now I have my socket wire. I pre-cut 100 feet of socket wire, so that way it's a little bit easier to work with than having it all on a spool. And so I need to start off by putting some male and female ends on. So I have my clean cut of my wire, and I'm going to split the wire in two. So the wire has a rib down the middle, so two pieces of wire connected. And so I'm going to cut one just a tad shorter. I'm going to do this on both sides, or both ends. By cutting one edge shorter than the other, it ensures that the wires aren't going to touch. That could cause the wires to arc and could short out things. So it's just a little precaution that we do. So I'm going to start with my female end. I'm just going to drop one side of this wire. And all you have to do is just push it in to the side that still has the enclosed end. And you can just kind of push it down. You can use the edge of your top. Just push it, and then the top just slides. Sometimes I like to use my multi-tool just to kind of close it in because I don't have, not as strong as some of the men. There we go. So now I'm going to put the male end, and it's just the exact same thing. Push it in. Use my edge of my top to just press it down. Now pressing it down is going to ensure that the little vampire teeth within the plug pierce the wire. And that's how it's going to have connection, transfer the power. So that's pretty important. There you go. So now I have power to my my wire. I like to bulb up with power on. That way I can make sure that I'm screwing the bulb in all the way. Sometimes it doesn't always get screwed in, and it's no fun when you're up on the roof and realize a bulb is out. So I'll be right back. All right, so now that I have my power run and my connections done, I'm ready to bulb up. And so I'm going to be using my clips and my bulbs and putting them in the sockets. And so the one nice thing about having the power run while you're doing this is that you're going to be able to make sure that all the bulbs are turning on, and also that if you're doing a custom pattern that you're keeping track with the pattern. So for my pattern, I'm going to be doing sunwarm white and cool white. And so if you're like me, you might make a mistake if the power is not run. But the nice thing about the cool white and the sunwarm white bulbs are they both have different colored tips. So sunwarm white is orange tip and the cool white has a white tip. So to attach the clips to the bulbs, you're just going to put the clip right on top of the socket and you're going to screw the bulb in. So the enclosed clip is designed so that it can swivel around the bulb 360 degrees. That way, if you are attaching it to a gutter, you can have it one way, and then if it switches to a peak, like my roof does, you can also move the clip and be able to attach it without removing the clip itself. So it's really a nice feature. We've used all-in-one clips before where we would have to tell our ground crew what side of the socket wire to put the clip on. So this is a big time saver. It's a little more tedious up front attaching the clip, but they're really awesome. We would never go back. All right, so I've got my sunwarm white bulb and my cool white.
Custom cut. So first off, the way I like to hang my houses, I like to have power. So you got to think about where I'm going to get power to this. So I got power up there, but I'm going to actually connect this down here. I have a power source by my door. So I'm going to actually cut my own extension cord. So when you get your lamp wire, you get it in a roll like that. So I'm going to cut this. I'm going to need a male end to plug into my outlet. I cut one side just a little shorter than the other. The reason I do that is so that when water gets in one of these male plugs, so I always like to keep one of these on me when I'm working so I can clip and use my pliers. But so I got these male slide plugs. If you get the starter pack, you get the pro pack, you get a couple males and females, and then you get some extension wire so you can custom cut it to your own length. So I'm going to put a male end on this right now. Now I don't plug it in yet. You don't want to plug it in and start cutting away, but I want to measure it now. So I know my power source is right there. So I need to get a rough estimate about how much I need. So that's the end of this. But I'm going to want my lights to run up. Now some people will not worry about running power till the end, but I like to worry about the power from the beginning so I can start to see which direction I'm going to be running my lights. So I'm going to go up behind this downspout here, and I'm going to actually go around like this. So this one is probably a little too long. So that's probably about good there. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this. And I'm going to plug it about right there. So you just cut it. Then I separate it and I clip one end about 1/8 inch shorter than the other. I just do that in case you got a couple copper hairs or whatever that don't get cut exactly flush, so they don't arc Then I got a female end down here. I'm going to put that on. So I just slide that in just like that. Push it all the way down, make sure it's to the bottom of that. And then I just snap this on. You want to make sure the cap slides all the way. It's hard to do with your hand sometimes. So I take my pliers and I just like that until you hear it snap. There you go. Now that's going to go right up there. So now we got power. So whenever I have an extension cord going across a walkway, I like to hide it underneath the doormat so people don't trip over it. So I'm gonna go like that. I tuck it in behind the downspout. You can sometimes put twist ties, whatever. But I'm actually gonna go underneath the doormat right here. So that way people don't trip. They come out, and I'm gonna actually plug this in right here. We know there's power, so I'm gonna plug it into that power source right there. Okay, next step. So when you get your starter pack, you get a bunch of bare socket wire. So I take the bare socket wire, same thing, you gotta start, put a male end on it. Because I just put a female end up there. I always start with the male end. Sometimes people are like, do we get power here or there? Or where do I put the male end? Well, if you're always running, your light's hot, you're gonna have power. So you're gonna always start with your male end. Here we go. So this particular job, I'm doing a cool white, warm white mix. So I got my sun warm white bulbs here, and then I got a cool white here, and then my clips. So I keep a bag of clips just like that. So I put one, it's going to be a cool white. You can see they're different because they got different colors on the tips. That one's white, that one's orange. So one's sunwarm white, one's cool white. It's a little bit different combination, which most people are used to. That's what we're going for on this house. Gives it more of almost a silver look when it's done. So you just got to kind of estimate. One tip that I've figured out over the years, I will actually put this on the ground, and then I will go to here and I will just see about how much I need. So actually this is going to be pretty close, so I'm actually not going to cut it because I'm going to actually try to attach it up there. So I'm going to just leave it just like this. But what I am going to do is, I don't have this plugged in yet. Make sure you do not have power when you do this, but I'm going to actually put my female end on it now. Let's see here. We already powered it up, so we had power down there. We're going to plug it in. Ta-da! So now we're going to start clipping them just like this. Just like that. Now, a lot of guys will advocate a standoff. I don't have one here. We're just going to do that. But as you see, there's two different colors here. That's the look we're going for. You don't want there to be random colors thrown in, so this is the look we are looking for. What you don't want is a roof put all white, and then you have one random white that doesn't match the rest up on the roof. That would not be cool. cool. So the clip really makes a difference if the lights look like a professional installed it, or sometimes a homeowner will try to make their house look like it's really nice and they'll spend a lot of money on lights, but they don't understand, even though clips are not very expensive, you don't have a professional clip, the job will have a very tough time looking professional. So the clip is very important in the final look of the job. If you want to have nice straight lines, you got to have clips that are able to attach to the bulbs. Just like that. This one's actually, I can tell, going to end up being way too long, so I'm going to have to cut it. But that's fine, I'll show you how to do that. These are customizable lights. So this is what I'm actually gonna do before I get too far. I'm gonna go up here. And I'm going to see about how far. So I don't like having two warm lights next to one another, so I'm gonna end it right there. So I'm gonna actually, do not do this while you have power. But I'm gonna put a nice little mark right there. I don't want to forget where this is, but that's where I want to cut it. So now I'm going to unplug my power. This is very important. If you do not unplug the power and you cut it, you could hurt yourself, even possibly seriously. Most likely you'll scare yourself, but it could be worse. But if you cut it while you haven't unplugged it, you will probably ruin your pliers because it will melt the pliers and it will hurt, and you could definitely hurt yourself. So now it's going to be custom cut. I'm doing this right now because it's much easier to do on the ground than on the ladder. So my female end, since I put it on here, actually ended up being the wrong spot. So I'm going to take my pliers and pull the top off, and I'm going to just put it on this one. So I like these clips because if you notice when you're on the gutter, if you're on the gutter you need to clip it this direction, but if you go here, now the clip's on the wrong side, so you can just spin the clip around. It goes like that. These clips really are a game changer. Speed up your install times. And just, they don't fall off. When you're up on a ladder, you don't want your lights falling off. When I used to use some of the big box store lights, you'd be buying clips. Yeah, they're cheaper, but you'd be hanging lights, especially LEDs, they weigh more. You need to be up on a ladder like this. And then one of the light bulbs would, this would get a little heavy and just pull all the lights all the way down. You gotta start all over again. But these ones are attached to the bulb, so they're not going to fall down without pulling the clip out of the shingle. Which we don't want that to happen until January. There we go. As you can see, there we go. And if I want to keep plugging in, I got my female in there. There you go. Now you got your own customizable lights. We had a couple extra bulbs there, but that's how you can put custom lights on your house. And if you're doing it either professionally or if you're just a homeowner that wants to make your house look like a professional did it, that's your tip from a pro.